Hi, Highland Hornets. I wanted to show you a few things about Microsoft Office Word in case you're creating a brand new Word document from start, and to show you some other features that if you should want to use them for future projects that you can and that you're familiar with those features. When you open up Word, it gives you it's just some different options of some templates that are already in Microsoft Office Word. Just kind of use them as a starter. It's kind of nice if you were going to do like a birthday party invitation. It already has these graphics on there, so that's kind of nice. Or a thank you card. Mostly though for school you're going to be using blank document. So we're going to go 2 clicks to that to open it up. But I want to show you that word template. Because you need to be familiar with that. What I created for you when I already had information already typed in, that was a template. So just need to be familiar with what that is. I'm going to do 2 clicks to the blank document because I just want to work with a blank one. And I know you're familiar with this. Now the difference between this and the Leader and Me document that you were doing is that we saved that document in your P drive first. This document has not been saved anywhere yet. So before you exit out, anytime you create a new one, you want to make sure that you save it and that you specify where you want to save it. I'm going to show you a little bit more about that later. A couple of different features that are pretty cool about Microsoft Office Word. Under the Insert tab, as I want you to be familiar that you can do other different types of things that you can insert into your Word document to emphasize your point or to show information in a different way. Table would allow you to add a table to organize information. And right here it will show you how many rows do you want, how many columns. So if I was going to create a table of information that I could specify how I want that to look and then click it, and it puts it right in there. So if I was going to create a document that showed the kids in my class, and maybe I was putting in there what their birth date is, and I can just type that information in there. So I just kind of wanted you to see what a table would look like if you decide you don't want it. And there's some different things here where you can change colors of the lines and all that kind of stuff and get fancy. I can right click, and I thought it would just let me cut. I'm just going to hit the undo to get rid of it. That's the easiest way for me right now, just to get that out of the way. You can also insert shapes. Look at all those. Oh my, so many to choose from. So if you're going to use like an arrow to show information, and then you click the shape that you want, and then you drag your mouse over to increase the size of it. So that's pretty cool, and it looks like it'll allow me to change the color or the outline of the arrow and the inside color. The shape fill is what will shape color on the inside. The outline will be around it, and it even gives me effects for like shading if I want to do some shadowing of it. So lots of different effects there, even for our shapes. Smart Art is another option that allow you to put a graphic inside your Word document. So if I click that, it gives me some different choices that you might want to choose from. I'm like a little overwhelmed. Look at all those choices. That's pretty cool. I wanted to say in here somewhere there was a Venn diagram, so I know that's something that you guys use, but you might want to click through those after you get done with this video and just see what's available. Oh, pyramids out there if you're going to do food chain for science or something. Pyramid would be a good one for that. Alright, so lots of choices. Chart is another option where if you're creating like if you wanted to do a bar graph or a line graph or a pie chart, it allows you to put that in there. So you might want to click through these and just be familiar with what Word can do with charts. Cancel. And wanted to go through. I've not ever used online video, but it looks like you can go outside on the internet and even insert a video clip Hyperlink, I did want to show you this because this is something that I use quite a bit in any kind of document that I create. If I'm giving information and I want them to, like if I wanted to put, if I was telling somebody about Highland Hornet Hive, and I wanted it to make a link so that all they would have to do inside the document is click on it and it would take them straight there, that they wouldn't have to type it in. I can select my text, my website name, and then click Hyperlink, and it will create a hyperlink for me. So now you see that it's blue. And anytime in a document where you see that it's blue and underlined, and it usually will come up as control and click, you would push down the control on the control key on your keyboard, and then left click with your mouse, and it would take that person straight to the website. So I like that. That's a feature that I use quite a bit. It's just kind of easier for a user or a reader to be able to go straight to that website. Okay. What else did I want to show you on here? There was quite a bit within this. I'm looking for word art. Okay, we'll skip that for right now. I'll come back to it. I also wanted to show you header and footer. A header of a document allows you to repeat the content at the top of every page. So if I wanted to, and it tells you on here, they're useful for showcasing information like title, author, and page number. So if I wanted to put in there, and it's giving me all sorts of different choices, but I'm just going to do blank. So if I wanted my name at the top of each page, I don't have to type it. Like if it's a 10-page document, I don't have to type my name 10 times. It will automatically insert that header for each one. For footer, I'm going to go over to footer. Like if I wanted to put in a page number on my footer, that footer goes at the bottom of the page and repeats information. Or I could decide if I just want a page number and I want it to be at the bottom of each page. And just a plain number, so we'll just do that. So now on each page I don't have to automatically go in. So if it's a 10-page document, I don't have to put on there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll automatically number it for me, which is helpful. See what this is here. Insert word art. I wanted to show you this little feature because it's fun. It's called word art. Insert word art, and it gives me different choices for it. It's actually putting in my footer because I'm still in the footer, which is fine. So if I wanted to do my name in word art, it's kind of a fun feature. And then you can choose in there, I can choose my fill to be a different color and the outline to be a different color, and look at that. So just some fun things that you can do with Microsoft Office Word. I also want to show you under the design, so all of those that I just showed you are all under the insert tab. I also want to show you under design, there's some different things there that I can do. Like changing the color of gives me some different color schemes. If I wanted to change the color you can see what it's doing up here, and it changed the color of my link. Or I can go to page color and change my entire color page. Oh my goodness, that's really bright. That's bright. So I'm going to do more colors. I want something a little lighter. Maybe a real light yellow. Click OK. So you can see how you can change your page color. It'll add borders if you want to change it, get it color. Let's pick a blue, and we'll make it a little wider. Click OK. And I thought it would add a border around my page for me, maybe where it just prints it out. Watermark is a feature that is used, as you can see, like if you're like doing a draft and you want to make sure to people to understand when they're reading it that they're reading a draft. I can click that and it will add that information on there. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you underneath design. I also wanted to show you under page layout that you can change your margins. I think I talked to you a little bit about that within a video, but you can do it under page layout. And again, I like narrow because it allows me to get as much text as possible on one page. It also allows you for orientation to change it from portrait to landscape right there. In your indentation and your spacing can also be changed under the page layout. Now, the last thing I want to show you, and I'm running through this pretty quickly, I want to show you though, remember we haven't saved this. Say this is a document that I'm working on and I want to save it. It's currently just called Document 1. It hasn't been named yet, it hasn't been saved yet. That's something I'm going to have to do. So to do that, I'm going to click File, because I want to name it something too. I don't want to just name it, keep it saved as Document 1. I want to give it a name. So I'm going to click Save As this time because I haven't named it yet. And one thing it's asking me is where I want to save it. Now, if you have your P drive open, you're going to want to click under Computer. And since I don't have a P drive open, it's not giving it to me as an option. Here it goes. Here it goes. If your P drive was open, it would show. When you click Computer over here, it's going to show your name on here, open as a P drive, and you would want to click that. Okay, I'm just going to pick saving it under Documents for me right now, and then right here is where you would name it. So I'm just going to call it Campbell. Saving it as a Word document, and then I'm going to click Save. But remember, if you're saving in your P drive, you would click Computer, you would click your name, you would put in here the name of your document, and then you would click Save. And then you will see now at the top it has saved it as Campbell. Alright, if you wanted to save it in a couple of different places, you can. You would just click File, Save As, and then you would pick the other place that you wanted to save it. Like if I was going to save it in a drive on a cloud, or if I wanted to save it on my P drive and on this particular computer, that's where I would do that. So, and then I click the back arrow to go back to my document. So those are mostly the other things that I wanted to show you. If there's anything on here within Word, so now that you have questions about, please raise your hand and let me know. So after you watch this video, I would like for you to please open up Microsoft Office Word if you have time in class today, and go ahead and play with some of these features that I just showed you so you can get comfortable with them and explore those a little bit. Thank you and have a great day.